Peace, people. Peace to the YouTube fan. Peace to all my supporters. You know what I'm saying? So I thought I'd just hop on here real quick and talk to the people while I'm on my way to work to go make this money. You know what I'm saying? Touch on a few things, you know. So I heard the craziest shit, you know, the other day that put a whole lot into perspective for me and cleared up a few things, right? And the pace and the way that the world is going, the direction that the world is headed, right? And it fucked me up. So, you know, I'm gonna just get right to the point. So I've been going to these little classes to learn about human behavior or whatever the case may be, right? And it really fucked me up because, you know, a lot of people talk about the LGBTQ community or whatever. You know, in some communities and that I know of, people are talking about the Jewish community, right? And they talk about how, you know, every time they do something wrong and they get caught up for it, or they get caught in a lie, or something is said, this group of people, they say anti-Semitism, right? That's the argument that lets them get away scot-free and instantly get off the hook. It's like their O.J. Simpson card, you know what I'm saying? Not the O.J. Simpson card, the O.J. Simpson thing where, you know, people, you know, they get off scot-free for something they may have done. You know what I'm saying? That's they Johnny Cochran. They pull that out. You know what I'm saying? So, and why that's important and why it fucked me up the way it did and had me twisted was because I'm in this class and they talking about men and how men feel the need to control the relationship, a normal relationship. So basically they were saying men use the violence toward their partner, which would be domestic violence, to control the relationship and get what they want out of the relationship. So I'm like, all right. But then I'm like, but the whole time it's like, and it's a man teaching the class on this particular day. And he's like, he keeps preaching this whole thing, derogatory, just pushing this negative look at men. Now, mind you, I don't really give a fuck. You feel me? Because I love women. You feel me? I'm not gonna advocate that men are perfect. I'm never gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? A man fucks up 9 times out of 10, 6 days out of 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I don't want to make it seem like because women are advocating and we have these feminist groups saying that they want equality, we have to be equal with the punishments for these things as well, and we also have to take equal blame for a lot of these things. And what I mean when I say that is, women have to be willing to accept the fact that they can abuse men as well. You know what I mean? Whether a man admits that a woman is abusing him or not, because there's different levels of abuse. There's physical, there's mental, there's emotional, right? And so I brought up to the class, I said, you know, is it possible that a lot of dudes put their hands on women for shit that they're doing? Now, I know a lot of women are going to be upset when they view this, and they're going to say, oh, what the fuck do you mean? You know, and they're going to have a problem. And that's cool. You know, you're entitled to your opinion and have your fucking problem. I don't care. Because a lot of women, not all of you, a lot of women do something to get hands put upside their head, whether it be by another woman or it be by a man or, you know, whatever the case may be, right? So I brought it up and I said, no, the instructor says it's women are incapable of domestic violence. So I said, whoa, bro, are you retarded? You know what I'm saying? Like, I said, bro, what's wrong with you, nigga? Because I said, is a woman not capable of violence? He's like, yeah. And if they're in a relationship with somebody, isn't that a domestic partnership? Yeah. So if they inflict violence on that domestic partner, that's domestic violence. He says, no, because a man is bigger and stronger. I said, so now if a woman picks up something big and heavy, like let's say a cast iron skillet, and says, all right, I'm going to bust this nigga upside his head because I think he cheating on me, that's not domestic violence. If she got a taser or a little gun in the house and she want to pull it on that nigga and do what she got to do to him because she mad at him, is that not domestic violence? Son had no argument for that. So I'm like, I think the brother is misguided. You know what I'm saying? I think he's been brainwashed. And honestly, I think he's one of them dudes that ain't have too much female interaction. So now he's overcompensating for not having too much female interaction during his earlier years in life. He's an older gentleman, you know what I'm saying? So I think that he hasn't spent enough time with females to understand, because he's overcompensating by taking up this stance and this false sense of I'm a protector of women, because he hasn't had that much interaction with women. See, a man who's dealt with a lot of women or dealt with a woman for a long time, had a lot of experience with a woman, can see where a woman and a man could be wrong in a situation. Now, this is human behavior. So now the nigga goes ahead and says, he tried to prove me wrong with all type of shit. So another brother, so I got tired of the argument, because I'm just like, my nigga, nothing I say can be proven right, because you're not going to believe the fact in it. You just want your opinion to get across. You're trying to brainwash. And why this is important is because I feel as if he is trying to brainwash people, men in particular, to take in the feminine part of the relationship, the female part of the relationship, and taking on this feminine energy, and which I don't want to sound like I'm anti-feminist. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound like that, but I don't really know how to word it and not sound like that. I think what the man is trying to do is push this homosexual agenda onto men without even knowing he's doing it. The reason being is because he's pushing this ideology that women are capable of doing wrong in a relationship. So now men are forced to take this subservient position, which allows the woman to take this masculine energy and push this masculine agenda. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, people, a police car just drove by. I've been seeing them a lot lately, driving by, watching me and shit. It's crazy. So now, and a part of this pushing this homosexual agenda to the masses is demasculating men. So it's taking that masculine power away from you. And now, I'm not saying the man should control a relationship, but there's reasons why the men are the head of the relationship. We're built genetically to be the protector, to be the strength in the relationship. So now, if the nurturer is in control of a relationship, that relationship holds no power. Now, if an outside force tries to force themselves into that relationship and harm someone in that relationship, how is the comforter, the nurturer, going to protect? That's what a woman's body is built for, nurturing. She has breasts to feed. Her body, her silhouette is built soft, less rigid. A man is built to be a protector. Our breastplate is that of armor, almost. It's built to be like armor. We build muscle, not, fat tissues and all of that shit on our chest, unless you're just out of shape. So genetically speaking, we were made for certain parts to be at certain levels in the relationship. Not to say they're beneath us, but we're equal, but not the same. They're on this side and we're on that side, but together we're whole. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and I don't think this man understands that concept. that a woman has to be willing to submit herself to her man so he can protect her. If you're not willing to submit, y'all are going to be at odds, because the man is not going to submit. He's not built that way to do so. He's built to fight back. He's built to not submit, right? Because he is the warrior, right? So now this dude brings up, how the media, I brought up how the media is pushing this agenda, and this other dude capitalized on it. He says, he brings up the race card, and he says, the media keeps saying, domestic violence. That's all it's doing is keeping domestic violence alive instead of actually doing something about it. Us talking about it ain't really going to do anything about it. Not just that, like I said, we're in a class for human behavior. You know what I'm saying? To learn about human behavior. So he says that we're bringing up these hate crimes and race crimes, and dude said some shit which I'm gonna touch on. He said, not the instructor, but this other dude. He says, we see white people killing black people, these people killing this people, this blah blah blah, but we don't see black people killing other black people in the media anymore. I said, that's a damn lie. We see it everywhere in the movies. All the black movies, we see a black dude kill another black dude. Why is the black dude always the first motherfucker to die in the movies? All through the 90s, that's all we seen. And we still see it in black media. You can't have a black movie without him demasculating himself or getting smoked by another brother. So now, I said, bro, what the fuck is you talking about? I had to address that. Then, he said some shit about Jewish people rule the world. And I say Jewish loosely. I'm not, because we all know now, and if you've heard my stance, if you've even read your religious texts, you know what the real Jews look like. Black, right? But I'm just for the sake of this conversation, we're going to say Jewish people. Jewish meaning to be like the Jews, the real Jews. They're not real Jews. You know what I'm saying? So, so we know what type of group we're talking about when I say it now. All right? The so-called Caucasian Jews, right? The Khazars, right? The Caucasus Mountain Jewish people. All right? So now, these people have all the power in the world. They're at the most high positions in our society, in our government. They're all the politicians, all the people who make the money in the world. And this dude says the instructor happens to be Jewish. So now, but I don't think he particularly had a problem with the other guy saying that, as far as bringing that up, because it's a fact. You can see it with your own two eyes. We see this every day. First, I think we had a problem was that he was why he brought up the point, because I don't remember, it's been a few days, so I don't remember the exact reasoning, what he exactly said after that. So I'm missing a few important parts, because it took me a while to actually bring up this video. But what he did was, he was using what he said to argue the fact that women want equal rights, but they don't want to take equal stand in society, as far as if a man could beat the shit out of a man when they have an issue. Right, I'm a little ashy, my bad. I know I've been in this video for a little minute and ain't do shit about it, but I'm about to put some lotion on now. They want to cry and say I'm helpless and I'm weak and I'm a woman. I'm just a woman. When it comes to violence, this cop has circled the block like 3 fucking times. And I think this asshole cop who's given me a ticket before, but he's trying to be slick and give me a ticket when I go inside. When I go inside, I think he's going to try to give me the same fucking tickets again or some shit. He's trying to be fucking funny. And he's trying to be a fucking dickhead right now. So I'm a little distracted because I'm watching this. So I might have to redo this video again later. Excuse me. Oh fuck. Whew. So yeah, so he was bringing, he was making my argument much more substantial and more powerful, even though I didn't need it, because I made my statement. My statement was fact. There was nothing they could really argue against it. You know what I'm saying? There was nothing they could argue against it. So now, and like I said, every time I ever spoke in that place, I said I'm not against females. I'm not anti-feminist, none of that shit. I'm just making a point that if a woman wants to be equal, she needs to be equal all the way, not just when it's convenient. Just like a man, you know what I'm saying, can't say, okay, women should be equal only when it's convenient. If a woman wants to be equal, you want equal pay, you want equal rights, you want equal this, you deserve an equal ass whooping when you run in your mouth. You can't say, oh, because I'm a woman, I can run my mouth and get away with certain shit. Or I can attack a man and do physical harm to this man because I'm a woman and get away with it. No, it don't work that way. If you're equal all the way. You understand what I'm saying? And we know what you mean when you say equal, but you need to be specific. But then you got to take the good with the bad. You understand what I'm saying? You got to take the good with the bad. So now, and the funny shit is, I brought up the fact that women want equal rights, but black people still not equal to white people. On any playing field at all. We still are not treated equal. So how the fuck are we going to deal with, first of all, how are we going to deal with white women are still on a higher pedestal than a black man and a black woman? So how are we going to deal with these rights? What it is distracting away from giving black people their rights. So now this dude tried to distract away and say anti-Semitism. That's an anti-Semitic statement that this other brother said. That's what the instructor said. And I said, whoa, hold up. There was this Irish or Scottish brother that came over here from England or whatever, and he was in the class, and he said some borderline racist shit. Because he said something about how he pays his workers, he pays the black dudes and the Mexicans less money because he does carpentries, and he pays the white dudes more, but is the white people just better? What about them makes them better? That was racist. But nobody said nothing. He didn't say shit about that. He said, yo, hold up, pause. We got some, colored people in this room right now. Chill out, because you might cause a problem. Somebody gonna smack the shit out you. And one of the brothers said, yo, excuse me, bro. And he tried to play like he didn't hear him. This is the funny shit. Like, that shows there's no equality. So if we can't argue the equality fact for black people and Native Americans and Latinos and Mexicans and whatever the case may be, we can't argue equality for this group of this group of people, these groups of people, excuse me. If we can't argue that, why the fuck are we arguing for white women's rights? Because they're already on a higher pedestal than we are. Than any minority, quote unquote minority, that in numbers is the majority, but financially we're the minority. Why is it that we can't argue those facts, but we want to argue for their rights? It's the LGBTQ community. It's pushing this feministic power. Because when you take the masculine away, you take the protector away, and you make the nurturer the protector, you take away the power to protect. So now when you go into these households, because now you push this masculine energy on a woman, she don't want to listen to the man's rules. She don't want to listen to the man tell her his side of disciplining a child or how to take care of the child. She wants to do it herself. So now she can't. And mind you, it's not seeking control. It's if he's giving his side, y'all are in a relationship, so it takes two. So now when you're giving your side of the advice or your opinion, why she can't accept your opinion? Now it causes arguments. Now y'all split up. Now it's a problem. Now you out the crib. Now you leave. I can't deal with this shit no more. Or she kick you out. Now she got to take up that extra masculine energy to raise young men or raise young women. And now she's overly doing it, and she's pushing this negative. She's destroying the kids and don't even realize it. She's playing mommy and daddy, so she got to be extra hard on them and extra masculine, manly. So now when she get a new man that wants to fuck with her and deal with her and try to change her life around, she can't do it. The relationship won't work out because she's fighting against him and don't even know it. This is what this agenda does to the household, especially in the black community. It's the most affected by this community. So now they're destroying you. He's using this anti-Semitic thing to distract away from that. So I think they work together. They work together to destroy the minority home and the minority family structure. It fucked me up because now, not only could I argue that we see it every day, black people killing black people. I brought up Nipsey Hussle's death. I said this man was a pilot. Now, mind you, he didn't know who the fuck Nipsey Hussle was. And number two, he said, oh, he's a rapper. Oh, he must be a gangster anyway. So, he brought up, I said, what the fuck? I said, cuz. I said, hold up. Watch your mouth, number one. Number two, just because he's rapping, which is poetry, with rhythm, why does he have to be a gangster? He could rap. He's rapping about his life and what he experienced, what he's seen. Most times, a rapper is not a gangster. You know what I'm saying? They may have lived that lifestyle or lived something accordingly or seen it around them, and they're influenced by what's around them. Or they exaggerate and describe the hardships that are facing their community. So now we don't realize that anymore because we got some of these junkie rappers nowadays that are high on all these fucking drugs. I ain't got no problem with weed, but they're on perks and Molly and Zans and all that other extra retarded shit. And these niggas ain't got no brains. And when they was listening, these young little niggas, when they was listening to this music, mind you, I'm young myself, but I'm older than some of these rappers that are out. And I'm actually not. I'm kind of the same age as a lot of them. But I grew up and listening to Pac and B.I.G. and shit. So I listen to niggas with lyrical content who has skill. They listen to later niggas like Soulja Boy and shit, and therefore they're listening for a different reason than what I was listening to the music, and I was hearing different things. You know what I'm saying? So now when we go and we hear their music, all this dumb shit that they're repeating, they really think this is what the rappers was rapping about this shit for. The drug dealer turned into the drug addict. You know what I'm saying? The gangster turned into the victim, the snitch. You feel me? This shit is all fucked up. So now I'm telling him, I said, this dude took care of his community. He fed the whole community. This man killed him. Shitty cuz killed him because he's a shitty nigga. It was jealousy. It wasn't, and then mind you, I think it has something to do with the government trying to stop Nipsey from causing peace between the gangs and making a united front. Because now, if the Lokes and the Bloods form a union, we got a powerful army. We got niggas that's been killing for years. Now, once those two gangs who've had a bitter rivalry for so many generations, so many years, forming a united front, what's to stop the other gangs from joining that unity? These are two of the most powerful fucking gangs. Now they all join. Now minorities got an army to fight against injustice and fight against inequality and oppression that is being pushed upon us, and we don't even know it. We mentally enslaved and then physically enslaved. Nipsey was about to stop that shit. Change health for black people. Stop eating this bullshit that they putting on us. It's kind of funny, after Nipsey got smoked and he's trying to bring out Dr. Sebi's health and the way he taught us, was trying to teach us to eat. They bring out this goddamn Popeye's chicken sandwich, which is promoted by a black woman or a black person in the commercials to fucking make black people eat this unhealthy shit. They're not going to put a white person advertising chicken and expect black people to go buy that goddamn chicken. They're going to put a black person. A lot of shit that ain't really good for us, they put a black person to promote to other black people. They ain't promoting it to their own. Black people don't own these companies. Shit, y'all could barely get a job in some of these companies. So now, it's kind of funny now, niggas is killing each other over chicken sandwiches and shit. Come on, man. This shit is crazy. So I just wanted to touch on that and show y'all how stupid society's trying to make black people look. How they're trying to destroy the minority family structure, thus destroying the minority. And I wanted to let y'all know, like, just because you hear a nigga rapping some gangster shit in his music don't mean that that's what he is. Y'all need to also take it for what, read between the lines and take it and take what you can from it and see, all right, he just using this shit to get into a better position in life. All right, this is not, him promoting death on our people. This is just him talking about, the pain that he's facing. All right, so I'm gonna end this video here because I gotta go make this money. And like I said, this goddamn police car keep driving around me. I'm not playing. So I just wanted to touch on that and show y'all, look, these people, a certain group of people who's in power and make the most money gets food stamps and still got big ass mansions. Because I could literally drive you through some of the communities and some of the spots around my neighborhood and show you these niggas got mansions and they getting food stamps and they getting temporary assistance and public assistance and all this other government assistance programs, and yet they living in fucking mansions and got foreign fucking cars and they got brand new goddamn cars. But yet you see a black person on that same program and they riding around the fucking jalopy, living in a fucking project building, can barely pay the rent in a project building. They getting their food from food pantries. Their kids is barely eating. Their kids' shoes is talking because the motherfuckers done formed mouths. The damn shoes might as well fuse to their goddamn feet. You know what I'm saying? So now, I understand a lot of it is financial decisions, but you also got to understand certain groups of people are put at a financial disadvantage from the beginning. So no matter how hard you try to spend your money wisely and put your money wisely, it's that much harder. So, but these groups of people are in cahoots with the LGBT community. And the people who are members of the LGBT community, right, are not some of them are not privy to this, and some of them might not be whatchamacallit. They might not know exactly what they're a part of. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they want rights too. They want to be able to get married and be miserable just like everybody else. But they don't realize what they're a part of. They might not all of them realize what they're really a part of. It's not the gays that's destroying America and destroying not just America, but societies in general or the minorities in general. It's not their belief as long as it's on an individual basis. It's the movement itself, the community itself, separately from the individual people and the people behind it that's destroying. You understand what I'm saying? That's like one KKK member can't kill all the black people in the world, but a group of them motherfuckers can, and their movement is meant to do so. You understand what I'm saying? One individual might believe that it's just to have white pride in themselves, pride in their own, people, and that's fine, as long as it's on an individual basis, and it's for that reason, that purpose. That's fine. Nobody has a problem with you loving your own kind. You know what I'm saying? But when when the movement itself is to destroy the people, then that movement needs to be dismantled. You understand? So I'm saying the LGBTQ community needs to be dismantled and reformed, or if anything, because I'm not against their belief as long as they keep it to their fucking self and they don't force it and oppress the people, the other people, because they ain't doing nothing. They felt oppressed, right, for all these years. But when you oppress the straight community, the heterosexual community, you doing the same thing you believe the heterosexual community did to you. You understand what I'm saying? So, just like these government assistance programs ain't good for black people, there are select individuals who really need it and really use it for the purpose that they're supposed to use it for, and are really trying to get better on their own and separate from these programs so the next person could eat off of it and get assistance. But then you got the group of people who fuck it up for everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? They're lazy as fuck. They don't ever want to get a job. They have no ambition. They have no hopes or no wants to go get a job or start their own business, do anything, because they got crippled by it. Do I think it needs to be dismantled? No. We need to really look at the situation and see who can help themselves and who can't. And we not just do we need to keep telling people, oh, all right, you're on this program, go do a work search, go out and get a job. We need to provide resources for these people so that it don't seem like, well, damn, I'm getting free money. Why the fuck should I go try and struggle to get a job when I'm getting free money? Let them know, like, listen, we got programs for you to get a job easier. It's not so hard to get a job, and find a job will help you get a job. But see, the government, they don't use these programs to actually help black people. They use it to destroy them. They know it's going to destroy them in the long run. Once you get money without having to actually work for such a certain amount of time, you're not going to fucking work once you see it. They know that. And then when they take those programs away, motherfuckers going to starve. Come on, man. Think about this shit and think about what the reasoning and purposes for these programs really are. Look at reality. Stop looking at what people tell you and look what you can see in front of your fucking eyes. 9 times out of 10, what you see right in front of you is your reality anyway. Right? It's your reality. Don't worry about everybody else's reality. In my fucking reality, there's a certain group of people who have more money than other group of people, but they on the same assisted programs. There's certain people with an advantage and there's certain people with a disadvantage. And I'm going to speak up for the ones with the disadvantage. When I make my music, I might talk about selling drugs. I might talk about shooting a nigga. I might talk about certain things. But guess what? This is things I've experienced. This is things I've seen. This is things I've lived. I might talk about loving a chick. I might talk about, whatever the case may be, making money. I might talk about oppression. I might talk about all different things, anything that, that's related to this experience we call life, because these are things I experienced. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to start taking things at face value a little more and start really looking deep into it and reading between the lines. Educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stop being smart and become wise. You know what I'm saying? Stop letting shit destroy you. You know what I'm saying? You need to rebuild yourself. Stop just letting shit destroy you without repairing yourself. When you repair yourself, you're going to get stronger. All right? So, with that being said, it's the end of the video. I got to go get to this money. You know what I'm saying? I'll be hopping back on here. Peace.